Hello everyone. Welcome to Do Math with Me series. So, this series was started with the only intention to make the students get into the habit of solving maths every day. So, what would happen eventually when you are practicing maths every day is that your confidence level will increase, your speed and accuracy will also be improving at a very large scale. You can see a huge change in your the way you look at a problem. So, take your notebook, set a 20 minutes timer, pause the video and solve with me. Okay, so let us get started with today's set of questions from the chapter Polynomials of class 10th. The first question for the day is, if one of the zero of the quadratic polynomial x square plus 3x plus k is 2, find the value of k. A very easy problem. Let me do it for you. So here you are given a polynomial, a quadratic polynomial. What do you mean by quadratic polynomial? The polynomial which has got the highest power of the variable as 2. So the degree is 2. And if the degree is 2, the polynomial is called a quadratic polynomial. Right? So p of x is nothing but x square plus 3x plus k. This is the given quadratic polynomial. You are also given something else. One of the zero of this polynomial is 2. What do you mean by zero of a polynomial? That value of x which is going to make the polynomial 0, that value of x is what is called the zero of a polynomial. So what is also given is the value of the polynomial at x equal to 2 is equal to 0. So this is also given to you in the question. All you have to do is substitute in place of x, you have to put 2. So let's go ahead and do it. So 2 square plus 3 multiplied by 2. All you have to do is in this polynomial, in place of x, you have to substitute 2. Okay, so 3 into 2 plus k equal to 0. So 4 plus 6 plus k equal to 0. So you get 10 plus k equal to 0, and therefore the value of k is nothing but minus 10. So that's your answer. So whenever you are given a 0 of a polynomial, always remember the value of the polynomial at that x value is always 0. So you should be able to translate this sentence into this format. Okay, so let's do more and more problems. It's only today. Today is going to be day 8 of our Do Math With Me series. So we will be continuing till yesterday, till day 7. 7 days I have uploaded the videos wherein you would have solved questions related to chapter 1 of real numbers. So today happens to be day 8 of the series. We are going to continue this till the end of this year, and you will let me know the number of problems that we would have solved will definitely be a 4-digit number. Okay, so let's move on. That's all. You have found out the value of k. Pause the video. Please solve it with me. So whatever be the 0, you should be able to do the same, right? A similar pattern of question, if it is given, you should be able to do it. Let's move on to the next question. Find the degree of this polynomial. What do you mean by degree of a polynomial? Degree is nothing but highest power of the variable. What is the highest power of the variable? That is what is called the degree. Now here in this polynomial, the variable used is y. So for that y, okay, all of these terms have the y variable in it. Among all the terms, which is the highest power of y? So here the power of y, it's 3, here it is 6, here it is 2, and this is a constant because there is no variable. What is the highest power of the variable? So it happens to be 6. Therefore, the degree of this polynomial is nothing but 6. Okay, so whenever you are asked to find the degree, just check which of the power of the variable is the highest. Whatever is the highest or maximum value, that is the degree of the polynomial. Okay. Now let's move on to the next question. I hope you are pausing the video and doing it with me. Yeah, this question. Let me give you a few seconds to read the question. What is the question given? If one of the zeros of the quadratic polynomial k minus 1 into x square plus kx plus 1 is minus 3, very similar to the first question that we solved, find the value of k. I'll give you 5 or 10 seconds to solve. Think and do it. Pause the video and then I will solve it with you. Let me just write whatever is given till then. So, you are given the polynomial p of x equal to k minus 1 into x square plus kx plus 1. This is a given polynomial. What is also given? One of the zeros is given, right? So, p of minus 3. What is that zero value? That is the value of x, which is making the polynomial 0. P of minus 3, right? X equal to minus 3 is the 0. So, P of minus 3 is, you're told that that is 0 of the polynomial. All you have to do is just substitute. In place of x, just put the value as minus 3 very carefully and find out the value of k. Please do it yourself. Only then will you be able to see if what you are doing is correct. Right? Be very careful with the signs also. Meanwhile, I'll also be doing it. So, k minus 1 multiplied by minus 3 the whole square plus k multiplied by minus 3 plus 1 equal to 0. So, k minus 1 multiplied by 9 minus 3k plus 1 equal to 0. So, you will get 9k minus 9 minus 3k plus 1 equal to 0. 9 minus 3k is 6k. Minus 9 plus 1 is minus 8 equal to 0. So, 6k equal to 8 and k, okay, so 6k equal to 8 and k equal to 8 by 6. So, 2 4s are 8 and 2 3s are 6. So, the answer for k is 4 by 3. That's your value. You are asked to find the value of k. Very easy question. You should always understand if you are given a 0, there is a reason why they have given you the 0. So using this, you can definitely define it that if p of x is the given polynomial, p of minus 3, that 0 value will be equal to 0. So you can equate it to 0, substitute the value of x with the 0 value and calculate the value of k. A very, very easy question, probably for a 2 marks, which you can very easily get it. I hope all of you have done it. Let's move on to the next question. If the zeros of a quadratic polynomial x square plus a plus 1x plus b are 2n minus 3, then find the values of a and b. Now, the given zeros are, there are 2 zeros given because it's a quadratic polynomial. Maximum it will have 2 zeros. So, the zeros are 2 and minus 3. What is the given polynomial p of x? It is x square plus a plus 1 multiplied by x plus b. Now, as I told you, what do you mean when you are given zeros? It means x equal to 2 is equal to 0. Okay, the value of the polynomial at x equal to 2 is 0 and the value of the polynomial at x equal to minus 3 is also 0. So, how do I write it mathematically? P of 2 is 0 and p of minus 3 is also 0. Very similar to the previous question. Just substitute 2 in place of x. So, you will get 2 square plus a plus 1 multiplied by 2 plus b equal to 0. So, you have 4 plus open the bracket 2a plus 2 plus b equal to 0. So, you will have 2a plus b plus 6 equal to 0. Right? 4 plus 2, 6. So, 2a plus b equal to minus 6. This is your equation 1. Now, let us substitute in place of x, let's put minus 3. So, you'll get minus 3 the whole square plus a plus 1 multiplied by minus 3 plus b equal to 0. So, you have minus 3 the whole square is plus 9 minus 3a minus 3 plus b equal to 0. Now here's what you have to be careful. A multiplied by minus 3, minus 3a, plus 1 multiplied by minus 3 is minus 3. So be very careful with the signs. What do you get? Minus 3a plus b plus 9 minus 3 is 6 equal to 0. So minus 3a plus b equal to minus 6. So this is equation 2. Let's subtract 1 minus equation 2. So what do you get? 2a plus b equal to minus 6 and minus 3a plus b equal to minus 6. Change the sign whenever you are subtracting, change the sign. So plus b minus b will get cancelled. Minus 6 plus 6 is 0. 2 plus 3a is 5a. Therefore, a is nothing but 0 divided by 5 is 0. Now you can substitute this a value in any one of the equations. So put it in 1. Put in equation 1. So you will get, what is equation 1? 2a plus b equal to minus 6. So it's 0 plus b equal to minus 6. Therefore, your b is nothing but minus 6. What are you asked? You are asked to find a and b. So the value, therefore, you can write, therefore, a is nothing but 0 and b is nothing but minus 6. These are the values of a and b. A very easy question. Now let us move on to the next one. What is the 0 of a linear polynomial? P of x equal to ax plus b. What you are given is a standard form of a linear polynomial. So P of x is nothing but ax plus b. Let k be the 0 of the polynomial. Okay. Let k be the 0 of the polynomial. So what is P of k? P of k will be equal to 0, right? Obviously, if k is the 0, then P of k, that is the value of the polynomial at x equal to k, will be 0. So what happens? In place of x, just substitute it with k. So ak plus b equal to 0 and ak equal to minus b and then k equal to minus b by a. Therefore, what is the value of k? What is the 0 of the linear polynomial? So this value is nothing but the 0 of the polynomial. This is called the 0 of the polynomial. Why is it called the 0 of a polynomial? Because in a, suppose you have your ak plus b, right? In place of k, if I put minus b by a plus b, what do I get here? Plus a and a will get cancelled. So you will get minus b plus b, which is 0. So in place of x, right, or in place of k, if I put minus b by a, then what am I getting here? I am getting a 0. So this is minus b by a is the 0 of the polynomial. Right? This is just for your verification. In place of k, you can write the original polynomial is of the form p of x, right? So in place of x, you are just substituting minus b by a. So that's all for today. I hope you understood. These are very, very easy questions, and polynomials chapter is again a very, very good chapter. You have 4 marks from polynomials out of 80, and definitely all the 4 marks you should be able to score 4 entirely, because the chapter is very, very easy. There's very little to remember, and with a lot of practice questions, I'm sure your concepts will be more strong. You will have an idea. The more problems you solve, the better you get, the more confident you become. You do not have to worry about anything. If you have any questions or any doubts, if you think there are any topics which are difficult, please post that in the comments, or I am able to help you with that. So hope you liked it. Please do like, share, and do subscribe, and meet you all in day 9 tomorrow. Thank you. Happy learning.